Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. It's time for the 10-minute wake-up call. Well, as you can see by the title, today I want to be talking about 401ks and why I stay away from them. Having said that, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, and what I'm telling you guys is what I do. So you should definitely do your own research into what 401ks are and exactly what the rules are, and why I think that whatever money you have in a 401k, it's not your money. So I'm taking a different route today. This is another back road. It's a little windier, and as you can see, it's really cloudy today, or foggy. Well, it's cloudy and foggy. So hopefully the sun will rise here in a little bit and burn off all this fog. But I'm going to take it nice and slow so you guys can take a look and see that the trees are already starting to change colors here. And I guess yesterday was the first day of fall. Yesterday or the day before. So fall is gonna come and go here pretty soon. So why do I not invest in 401ks? It's a real simple answer. Because I feel, and some of you may disagree with me, that when you put your money in a 401k, it's not your money anymore. And this is why I feel it's not your money. Real simple. You can't take it out whenever you want. If that was your money, you'd be able to take it out whenever you want, and you can't. Now, a lot of people say, well, that rule was put in place so that people wouldn't be tempted to take out their money and they would have something for retirement. Okay, so let's say you started working, you know, your career field by the time you're 25, let's say. And you're putting money into your 401k, and when you start putting money into it, the rules or the laws that have been passed on 401ks are that you have to wait till you're 59 and a half to start taking money out. You can start taking money out of your 401k at 55 as long as you're only taking out the principal that you put in there, and you have to take out the same amount until you're 59 and a half, and then you can take out whatever you want. Now, I read that a while back, so it might be different now, but kind of like how it works, right? So I know that you can take loans out on your 401k, and you can pay back your loan to yourself with interest, with the interest going to you. Okay, but is that money yours? If you can't take it out whenever you want, is it really yours? Now, let's say you do start investing when you're 25, and the laws say that you have to be 59 and a half before you can take it out. Who's to say that these bureaucrats up on the hill don't change the law before you turn 59 and a half? Who's to say that later on they won't say, well, now in order for you to withdraw from a 401k, you have to wait till you're 60 or 62 or 65. See, ladies and gentlemen, they can change the laws whenever they want. And most of the times, as you know, the laws don't apply to them, but it applies to us, to the serfs. Okay, that's why I mainly stay away from a 401k. Now, there are times in someone's career where it may be smart for them to contribute to a 401k. So, for example, my son, he was working at Sam's Club. He worked there for almost 4 years before they closed their doors and laid everyone off. Okay, so about a year or so, a year and a half or so before Sam's Club closed their doors, nobody really knew that they were going to close their doors. So my son came up to me and says, hey, Dad, so Sam's Club is offering me 401k, and they'll match whatever I contribute up to 5%. And I said, why in the world would you ever put your money in a 401k? And he said, well, I plan on graduating college here in the next year or two. And as soon as I graduate college, I can take that money out. And even after I pay for the 10% penalty and pay for the taxes on it, I'll still be 10% higher than what I was before. So it's like getting a guaranteed 10% on what I invested over the year and a half or 2 years that I have left before I have to quit. So see, he had a plan. He had what's most important, an exit plan. So I thought about that and I was like, wow, let me put this into real simple terms so I can think about this. So I said, okay, let's say he invests $50 and Sam's Club matches his $50 with $50. So now he put $50 into that 401k, but he's got $100 in his account. Now let's say that when he takes that money out and cashes it out, there's going to be an automatic 10% penalty for pulling it out early. So that $100 turns into $90. And then at his tax bracket, he's going to end up paying probably between 20 and 25% taxes on that money. So let's say it's 25. So take 25 of 100 so you got 90 minus $25. So he still has $65 left. So he really made about 15% on what he invested if he takes that money out when Sam's Club closes their door. So he used the system to help himself. So he did good. He used the system in this case to help him instead of him helping the system, you know, that's not really meant for us. So there are some circumstances and cases in which it's smart to go ahead and contribute, depending on how much your employer gives you and what your exit strategy is. Okay, but for the most part, I don't trust the system one bit. Okay, whenever you put money somewhere that's your money that you earned, and then someone's telling you how you can and cannot use that money, or when you can or cannot take that money out and spend it, then I can't trust a system like that. So personally, I have nothing to do with the banking system except for paying bills. Whatever bills I need to pay, that's the amount of money I keep in the bank. And everything else I turn into tangible assets, which is what's going to help to preserve my wealth when we go into this new paradigm that we're heading into. So having said that, ladies and gentlemen, not much else to talk about today. Let me know what you guys think about, you know, let me know how you guys feel about this. Do you guys have 401ks? Are you afraid that the government may change the rules later on down the road and, you know, keep more of your money for longer? Or are you guys pretty comfortable with the way things are now, with the status quo? You know, if you're comfortable, listen, it's really up to you. It's your wealth. It's your money. All right. I'm giving you guys my opinion, and I'm sure I'll have some people say that, you know, 401ks, they've been in them for a while and they trust them, and that's fine. You have to be able to do, or you have to be able to put up with whatever decisions you make. So the only people that are going to have consequences from your decisions, financial decisions, are going to be you and your families. So you have to be able to, you know, take the consequences. And if you believe that a 401k system will be around in another 10, 20, 30 years, whenever you're ready to retire and ready to take that money out, if you believe that the money in there is going to have value, then go ahead. You have to do what you're comfortable with doing. You have to be able to sleep at night. But personally, I don't see it. I don't see where giving someone authority to the money that I've invested so that they can keep it as long as they want, so that they can change laws whenever they want and make it unavailable to me when I need it, or make it available to me but having had stripped its purchasing power when I need it the most in my life. I don't agree with a system like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'm on my way to the transfer station, i.e. the garbage dump. I'm doing a garbage run today. Then I have to go to Lowe's and pick up a little bit of materials so that we can finish the floor on the small deck that we're building on the other side of the house. Once we have that done, I'll go ahead and do a catch-up video and show you guys how everything's looking right before winter. Yesterday I spent a lot of the day moving gravel around. I had a few loads of gravel. Come in, and my neighbor and I went in on a bobcat. So I spent a lot of the day doing that and shoveling, and that shoveling kind of tore me up. So having said that, remember to be good to each other. Have a great day today. Remember that when good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place. And you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. This is Alaska Prepper, and I'm out.